I'm starting to think that I should have taken Koro-sensei up on that offer. Staying for an additional hour or two for some extra English tutoring. That would have really helped me right now. Literature has never been my strong suit. Works of fiction and poetry especially, those ones are really difficult. I'm not so good at reading between the lines. I can't interpret metaphors or allusions or allegories the way that other people can. I understand best when a message is direct, cut and dry, no room for interpretation, just a clear statement of fact. That's why math and science have always been my strong points. That's why I ended up here in Class 3E, trying to kill the first teacher who was willing to look at my weaknesses and offer help and encouragement instead of just disappointment. I suppose it's a bit of a blessing in disguise. There is one thing about this note that is very, very clear to me now. The feelings it's trying to convey, well, I suppose I can't give myself too much credit. They aren't subtle. I guess that's helpful, though. This is a confession. And it isn't a confession of sins, of dishonesty, of wrongdoings. It isn't a confession of hatred or confusion. It's a confession of love. Of love and admiration. They really made sure that I would understand that part. I guess that helps too. Make it clear just how much they care. They know my flaws. They know my strengths. They take them into account and find a way to tell me what they feel without having the terrifying experience of saying it to my face. They must want to hear my reply in person, though. Or at the very least, they want me to know who they are. And that's what has me stumped. One final line. Who am I? I can name every boy in the class, but not a single one of them seems right. Nagisa, maybe. He does have a talent for literature. but he's never spared me many glances. We're good friends, and I think that that's for the best. Karma, I suppose. I have heard that he's expressed some interest. Then again, he mostly expressed interest because of what I can do. The chemical concoctions I can make. They would definitely be useful for his purposes. That certainly isn't enough to warrant a poem like this. There are a few others who might have done this, but the words just don't seem right. I try to match the handwriting to a hand, but it just all seems wrong. Who am I? Who are you? Who are you who said so many nice things about me? Who went to the extra trouble to make sure that your message wasn't lost in translation? Who are you who, according to this poem, watches me from a distance, always just behind, who can't stop thinking about if you'll be mine? Wait a second. That's what Koro-sensei has been teaching me. Poetry often takes a look at the world that is real, and it still contains some truth, even beneath all the extravagance that's added to it. It builds off of what is real. Always just behind, watching from a distance. So, someone who isn't too close to me, always just behind. Well, if they're watching me from a distance, they can't be just behind me. After all, that would imply that they're right behind me, close. That wouldn't make sense. Okay. They watch me from a distance. Who sits so far away from me that it could be described as from a distance? And how could they be just no way. How did I miss this? This blotch here. I thought that it was spilled ink, but that's a different color. That's the color of love, admiration, fondness, and a desire to improve, to be with me and to be like me. Always just behind. Always just behind. There's only one other person whose grades in math and science are just below mine. I've been looking at this all wrong. This handwriting, the careful choice of words. No wonder it didn't feel right when I imagined any of the boys writing it. Because I've never seen handwriting or words like these from any of the boys in class. I've only ever seen words like this from her. She always says that she'll get me next time whenever we have a project or a test and I outpace her. She says it with a smile, but it doesn't quite meet her eyes. It's like the smile that I give people when I'm meeting them for the first time, when I have to talk to them and explain what I'm thinking. That smile is... She's nervous when she talks to me. She's... A girl has a crush on me. Not one of the boys. A girl. And now how am I supposed to compete with this when I tell her that I accept? I guess you did get me in the end, didn't you?